said goodbye to his girlfriend properly, and to the answer, well, it seems, he said really did not talk anymore. Xavier lowered his eyes and asked what could have been talked about at all. He was worried that he was eager to introduce him to her. The brown-haired man answered that his friend was pretending not to be interested. Then he raised his fingers and said that he was an expert in love affairs. He only had to look once and everything was clear to him. He was just a real pro in this matter. The blue ass inside got angry from these words and shouted that he didn't understand. He didn't understand anything. He was a complete moron. But his comrade simply remained silent in response to this. Then he remembered how the girl told him that one day, when his work was completed, she could become a real archmage. Then she smiled and promised to confess her love to him. The young man scrolled through all these thoughts in his head, and then the blush on his cheeks became even brighter. The main character saw this and began to be indignant, asking what happened. Did he really say something saccharine? How angry. And the blonde turned and said that it sounded as if he was just supporting him, and in response he heard that they were just jealous. It was sickening to look at him. Then Xavier exhaled and said that they needed to finish. What was their next destination? The brown-haired man leaned back and answered that they were heading to the southern step for another key ingredient. And when the servant asked if they were talking about the steps, then they needed local flame, he said that was true. Then he imagined centaurs and thought about a gang of step murderers. He also imagined huge concrete blocks and thought that after the Great Interracial War, the second key ingredient was in their hands. They needed to find it and get information about it. After some time, they were both already in those fields. The servant turned and said that it seemed that the area was too vast to explore on foot. The young man turned and said that it was impossible here on a dragon. Then he smiled and added that they would soon find them themselves. And then a huge column of smoke appeared behind him. Everything around was shaking. Silhouettes began to appear. The question immediately came up, who are these people? Centaurs ran up to them and shouted, how dare these people invade their territory, given that they knew who they were. The protagonist looked at him with disdain and thought that these centaurs were a little different from his imagination.